Okay.
Hello there.
Hello there. So, what's the thing with it? So, if you just so what's the thing? Are we starting to just do our own podcast, like you, me, Jamie, and Eric? You, me, and Eric, like for the opinionistics now? Are we not getting guests anymore on that one?
Uh, I'm still getting guests. However, it's slowly starting back up again after Christmas. So yeah,
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that should be fun. Okay.
there's a lot to discuss.
What you mean the fact? Okay, so I'll let you start off.
All right then. So
Okay, good for her.
yeah, I guess
Would
so.
would you say 1 cent is a good dividend?
I mean, depends how much in asset value you have. If it's like
She's got a
10,
fractional. Faithy basically just gave me her dividend history. She made 1 cent off Dollar General, 2 cents off the S&P 500, 83 pence off AT&T, 67 off Verizon, and 43 pence off Keurig Dr Pepper. I think that's
ah,
it's not bad.
it's not bad.
I
Could be
also
more, to be
showed
honest.
Faithy a video about how about men and women in an island. She says that's not fair.
Oh, well then.
Oh, okay. Hmm. So what do what do you want to start off with?
Well, if I can find it, I will.
Okay, what was it again? Hmm. Apparently, MAGA was going crazy over the fact they thought Vivek was a traitor. To be
Hmm.
fair, a lot of the people that are supposedly Donald Trump guys, right? They've been supporting Vivek Ramaswamy for some odd reason. So basically, then there's a bunch of Trump supporters basically calling him out for being basically being like turncoats, betraying the cause.
Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yo,
Oh.
Hello there.
hey, how you doing?
Not
Well,
much.
Uh, yeah, sorry I was late. I was kind of,
that's fine.
yeah, I was kind of sleeping. Plus, then I read my Bible, prayed, and had to watch some reels on Instagram, because sometimes it's like that. But yeah, what are you guys talking about?
Not much.
All right.
So,
I watched
Vivek
the video.
Ramaswamy.
Let him get started.
Okay.
So we were going off Vivek Ramaswamy.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
yes, yeah. A
Vivek.
bunch of people, a bunch of the MAGA people, right? They were calling him a turncoat, basically outing Benny Johnson, a bunch of these other Republican guys as like turncoats. Basically, same with Tulsi Gabbard and all these people, like basically announcing, basically saying they're turncoats because they're basically supporting Vivek Ramaswamy. And if you were from MAGA, why would you be promoting this guy's campaign when he's your competition, effectively?
Nah, yeah, that is weird.
Yeah, why would you promote this guy when he's nowhere in the fucking lead? Right? He's got nowhere near a chance. Like it's been proven that Trump is sitting on like what 44% of the vote Republican the nomination.
Yeah,
Anybody under 10%, and Vivek's not even in the 10%. Like anything under that, who gives a fuck? They're nobodies. They're a bunch of the odd ones out.
yeah, we all know Vivek
Like
is he's not.
he's. Oh, I forgot to tell you. He apparently was funding a company that was profiting off COVID-19. That
Wow,
had parts to do with making the vaccine.
wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
I found that out last night. Like, wait,
The more you know.
Yeah, the more you know. The fact that he was making deal with people were asking where the fuck was he during COVID? He was profiting off COVID with the vaccines. The funny thing is, though, that most of his campaign, right, is self-funded, right? He's
like
funding his campaign with people with money that he made off people dying because of that vaccine by pharma.
Bro, he's like the Hillary Clinton of 2024, man. Like, come on, really? Getting exposed left and right.
Yeah.
So he's definitely not gonna win, bro. Trump has this. No one's gonna
He's got
vote
the
for.
thing. He's got the nomination. Like he's got 40% of the vote. Like
Trump is gonna win this.
He's got 40% of the vote. Like everybody else is just thingy. He was going after Vivek. I don't think he really mind. I don't think he hates Vivek. It's just he's going after him because let's be real here. He's nobody. He's not even gonna win. He's got no chance of winning. Even he's cold. People are even saying he's cold quitted his campaign. There's no way he hasn't made enough to fucking actually get into the next primary.
Dang.
I don't think DeSantis has either, if I'm being honest. Hasn't got enough votes to get into the next primary. So he's basically, his campaign's fucked. His campaign's stalled.
So it's just going to be Trump and Biden again?
Well, for the nomination, I think it'll be Haley. As far as I'm aware, it looks like it'll be Trump versus Haley.
Ah, okay, got you.
Even though I'd rather have Vivek versus Trump, because quite honestly, Haley's a warmonger, a neocon warmonger. Even Faithy says she's a neocon. She's a warmonger.
Oh, you still talk to Faith?
Yeah. Even she thinks that Haley shouldn't even she thinks that Haley shouldn't be able to run, shouldn't run. I don't think Haley's a good. I don't think Haley would be good for America.
Yeah, especially with the state of America right now.
I think Trump has a very good hand at flipping a lot of the major Democrat strongholds.
Yeah, I
think he has a good chance in the Bronx.
The Bronx?
Yeah. They seem to be very interested in Trump for some odd reason.
Oh.
Like in New York, I think Chicago, they've got a high chance of taking a controlling state. Very big in Chicago.
Well, New York should be for Trump. Trump is from New York, so.
You would expect him to have a decent majority. Everybody used to like him before he went to politics.
Yeah.
Well, not everybody, but he did a lot for New York. Didn't he? He was the guy that apparently opened up the ice rink.
He did?
Yeah, he had involvement in that.
Oh, wow. It's pretty good.
Nobody talks about that. He probably did it for financial reasons, but
I didn't even know that. I didn't even know he opened up the ice rink, bro.
He was the one that freaking helped fund it when it was down. Like he's done a lot for New York. It's just, and there's a reason why he was so hard in turning that state red, because he was so invested in that state. It's his hometown. It's the state he built his empire in.
I mean, yeah, man. I mean, you're from the state, so
imagine Trump. Imagine it must be in Trump and his family, right? The state that you give so much to that state, right? And then they throw you out, and basically they're trying to bar him from doing business in his own home state.
Yeah, I mean, I would hope that I would hope that he would be fighting to turn the state of New York red.
I think he tried, but he failed. He was trying to do that during the 2016 campaign against Hillary. He wanted to turn it red.
Oh, is he succeeding now?
I think he's taking it. I think he's sure. I think the state of New York right now. You question it. There's a lot.
Let's just say he's semi-succeeding.
I think he would succeed. Like in the state, I don't think anybody could say otherwise. It's that bad. And yeah. So what else is there we can dive into?
Well, what's in the news?
Well, Klaus Schwab and his little band Davos is coming up. Yes, they're talking about Disease X.
What is Disease X?
The disease that's apparently going to be the next. They're already setting on our pandemic to fucking rig the election in the UK and America.
Wow. Okay.
And my guess is they're going to try and elect Stormer into the into the British Prime Minister of Britain, even though I think he would fuck us even more. So, guys, Eric, here's the thing against you. We're a conservative country right now, right?
Right.
But the way things are going, it looks like we're becoming liberal.
Oh, I'm sorry, you cut out a bit. What did you say?
Britain's a conservative country right now. Well, moderately conservative. But the way things are going in the polls, if things don't change, we will be under the control of liberals.
Wow. Must be fun, right?
It's not fun.
I know.
And the guy, the guy, it's the candidate for Labour, right? And it doesn't help either. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter either way, because the way things are going right now, even in Scotland and in the UK, it looks very likely both countries are going to turn Labour. Things don't change. If Sunak can't get his arse in gear, we're going to become a freaking minority controlled by a bunch of liberal lunatics that basically can't even understand what a fucking a woman's gender is. Like Stormer, he's open to say he can't even describe what a fucking woman is.
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
How the fuck can you lead a country? You can't do that.
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
He also wants to fucking have tons of immigrants coming in. He also wants oil and gas to be. He basically wants oil and gas to be fucking dependent on fucking Russia for oil and gas. Okay. With the UK, he wants to build tons of oil and gas, offshore stuff.
I'm gonna be 100% honest. I'm honestly so over this whole gender ideology thing.
So am I.
I'm over it, bro. We know what we are.
It's bullshit. Yeah. It's obvious what we are.
It's like, bro. It's like there's more important.
I think it was WGA, right? They were trying to sign a pill. They were signing they made all their members in that sign, do this questionnaire, right? Basically talk about gender, basically what gender are you, what's your sexual orientation, who do you like to fuck in the bedroom, basically what's your ethnic skin tone, so are you black, Asian, Hispanic, heterosexual, male, or Caucasian. Basically they wanted to know that stuff, right? And my question is, this is going to be they're going to be even more racist towards you in the hiring process because of this, because we already know companies are racist when it comes to, what's your ethnicity, because of the DEI shit. It's just...
Yeah, pretty much.
Even more racist. And if it's happening in Hollywood, how long is it until it happens to your local fucking Walmart? Or, like, Waitrose, or freaking Safeway? Until
what happens? Racism?
No, until they fucking implement that into fucking every single company.
It probably won't.
Even worse.
I'll give it 2 years.
The thing is, though, the companies can't survive. Like, on this stuff. Diversity, equity, inclusion. Companies can't survive. Did you hear about the shit that they're doing? They're doing ultimately. The CEO of Delta, I think it was United. I can't remember if it's Delta or United, but I think it's United, right? The CEO of United likes to dress in drag. Supposedly.
Why?
Or it's the Delta CEO. It's one of the airline CEOs. It's Delta or United, but it's one of them two.
Why?
The CEO apparently likes to dress in drag, and apparently it's been promoting it in United.
Why?
Or Delta.
But I don't...
Why is that? You like to do that in your own time? Good. Why do you bring that to the company? How's that going to benefit a shareholder? How's that going to benefit the shareholders that want to make money?
Exactly. What is me?
Why are you trying to fucking put diversity in? How does this benefit me as a shareholder? That's what I think.
Right. What? How does it benefit me as a...
How does it benefit me? Because ultimately, at the end of the day, you're benefiting me. I'm a shareholder. I'm an owner of your company. I receive the dividends. I hold voting stock. I don't vote, but I hold the voting stock where I can vote, but I don't vote because I don't see the point. Because I haven't got enough to make a fucking difference. I don't even vote. What's the point in voting anyway? Like you're not not gonna have enough votes to do anything. Really, the big companies like the guys like Warren Buffett or like George Soros and all these guys are big equity guys, right? They're gonna have like Class A shares. They're gonna have shares that can outvote you. Yeah, what's the point? You're not even gonna get a freaking say.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
But again, the job of a company is to provide value to a shareholder. Then there's these bunch of little wokesters that think, oh, maybe the company structure needs to change. No, the corporation structure is you're owned by a company. You're a public company. Your job is to provide value for shareholders, and maybe provide a minimum, maybe a decent living wage for their employees. At minimum, that keeps them within line with inflation, maybe a little bit above. That's the job. That's their role. Your job, the CEO's job, is not to promote activists, not to promote diversity, equity, inclusion, to provide great content, great products, and great services to customers at least a profitable fee. I've also heard this. Apparently, Twitch has never been profitable.
A what?
The streaming platform Twitch has never been profitable, so I've heard.
Really?
And I think Amazon is gracking onto these guys and saying, look, if you don't get start making fucking money, we're going to look at selling you or fucking shutting you down. It's clear as day that the old CEO that's running it, right? It's clear as day that he's been barked at by the fucking upper management at Amazon. You're going to fucking start making money, and if you don't, we've been putting up with you for a couple of years, right? For about 5-6 years, right? We've been nice, we've been generous. We're turning off the taps. You've got to start making money, or we shut you down.
Wait, out you go, out the door.
How do the streamers make money then?
The streamers predominantly make most of their money through ads, right? But
got you.
If you shove too much ads on your account, right, you fucking disincentivize people to watch your content.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I thought about this, guys, right? You know how?
I mean, hey, but
I've actually got some ideas that could potentially make Twitch profitable, right? Or potentially could give it some other revenue streams, right? You know how we've got games, right? You know how Twitch used to be about gaming, right?
But Riz, man, where are we gonna go if Twitch shuts down? Where are we gonna go see big titty streamers, man?
Apparently, Anna Raff is on Kick.
Oh yeah, no, she is. She announced it like months ago, actually.
Yeah, I just heard. Yeah. You've also got all the guys on YouTube as well. But you've also got guys on Rumble, and you've also got the other one. I can't remember, what is Ubi or something?
So, I want to ask this. What happens when the internet shuts down and these streamers can't do anything?
I would fucking pay money to see that, Eric. I would pay money to see that. I can't lie. I'd pay money to see that. I think that would be hilarious.
Streamers freaking out about the internet shutting down?
Oh no, what we're going to do?
I'm more concerned... Eric, I'm more concerned about all these kids that use their phones to fucking pay for fucking chocolates or pay for food, basic necessities, right?
I'll be honest.
These people, right, they've never used cash in their lives. There's generations that probably never used the cash in their lives, right?
Yeah, I'll be honest. I saw this one comment, and it's like this person said Gen Z was the last generation that had a decently normal childhood. Now, you know.
You fuck.
Yeah,
I would have said millennial before millennial.
Yeah, no, because here's the thing. I said decently. Millennials had a completely normal childhood. We still had a normal childhood, except there was some technology in it, but there wasn't that much technology where it would rot our brains. But it was decently normal.
I came in the generation where basically the iPhone, just before the iPhone came out, like the iPod Nano and all that stuff. And basically, the generation were basically...
Yeah, it's like pretty much...
1999, so basically the stuff were basically I think it was like the year before an AI robot defeated a Grand Master in chess or something like that.
Yeah. But back to the whole paying your stuff with a phone thing. I'll be honest, I don't trust that. I don't pay stuff with...
I don't either. I don't fucking do that either.
It's like, I see people paying for bus fare or groceries with their phones. I'm like, bro,
would you say that's the mark of the beast?
I would say
not yet, but
I would say it's good. I would say it's close to it, but it's not yet. It's close to it. I mean,
Klaus Schwab, I think, would manage everybody has to get the vaccine or something like that.
Look, man, I'm not gonna get.
I'm not getting that vaccine again.
Me neither. Me neither, man. Like, look, I would rather I'd rather live in an RV and live off the land than, you know, get the mark of the beast, man. I'd rather grow my own food before I get the mark of the beast.
I will say this though. I will say this. I feel there is opportunities for Twitch, right? You know how Steam. You know how basically. I do think, right. Why doesn't Twitch try and strike? Twitch is a game about about. Twitch allows you used to be about gaming, right?
Right.
What if they should have maybe Twitch should have literally bought out Steam years ago, right, and merged that with Twitch years ago. When you think about it, like gaming, streaming, why not try and sell those games on Twitch? Become a platform for selling games, or like being a platform where you can literally allow people to download and play games on Twitch, like actual download games, right? What have you made? What if you became a play? What if you became a platform like Microsoft? Like, what if you were to sign deals with independent PC providers, right? PC gamers, right? Or PC like game creators, right? What if you were to sign a deal with them, right? Put those games on Twitch, right? And they basically whoever gets and the people that play those games, they get a portion of the revenue. The people that buy the games, they can buy the games from Twitch, and if they're free, right?
Right.
What Twitch needs should the Twitch create something like pay to play or something like that, where basically
you pay to play?
no play to pay. So basically, you play a game, right, and then it pays you money. So basically, they distributed, and the company that owns the game can make money off it, basically, for you playing the game.
That is a good idea.
Genius.
I think they should sell that. I think Twitch should have stopped.
Maybe
Twitch should sell games on the Twitch store, right? Or even have like games downloadable for free, right? Like free games, right? Or games that are like so cheap, right? Or maybe like 1-2 pence, right? And then they just take a portion of the revenue, right? And then basically the creators that play it and that play the game, right? And they can give the creators that buy the game, that own the game, right?
Maybe you should
own the game, licensing rights to the game, right? They can have them, or the creators that made the creators that create the game, right? The people that stream the game on that, they can get a portion of the revenue.
Maybe you should sell that idea to them, bro. I don't know.
Or they could start to, or there's another thing, right?
I don't know how you would. I don't know.
Twitch has a deal with Amazon has a deal with Twitch, right? No, Amazon has a deal with Crunchyroll, right? To buy for anime, right? For basically allowing them to watch anime. What if Amazon would strike a deal with Crunchyroll or Funimation, right? To have to create a live stream channel where you could watch anime on Twitch or TV shows on Twitch. What if all these guys were using Twitch to watch TV?
That's a good idea, actually. You know,
because think about it, like ad revenue. Not to mention, you get ad revenue, right? You get ad revenue off it.
Like imagine.
Not to mention, like people are going to pirate somewhere and that, like watch it on YouTube, right? People watch movies and TV shows.
Yeah,
watch anime and that on YouTube anyway.
You know, they're also
free. Why not do that? Why not actually make an option where you can actually make money off that? Why don't they give the actual companies like Crunchyroll and all these guys like a way to make money? Disney live streams some of their content on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. There are also pirating apps out there, so it's like, you know.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
The thing is, though, why not buy all of them?
You know what's crazy? I remember a long time ago buying a pirating movie of Kung Fu Panda. I didn't even, or Alvin and the Chipmunks from from a person who was selling it outside, and I didn't even know it was pirated, but it was. I wonder where those guys are at now. I sometimes wonder where they're at now.
They probably went online.
Maybe.
Or they got out of the game.
They're also all predominantly they were either Spanish or Asian. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. But
Paramount looks like it's gonna sell in the next coming years.
Oh, to who? Who do you think? Netflix?
It looks like the Ellison family are gonna buy it. It looks like Skydance potentially could buy it.
Okay. I'll be honest. Have you guys watched anything on Paramount?
No.
Me neither.
Other than South Park, nothing else.
You remember Fairly Odd Parents, Fairly Odder?
Oh yeah. That's crazy.
I'll be honest. I watched half of the first episode. It was,
No.
yeah.
Is their content still good though? They've also signed a deal with Tom Cruise.
Really?
Yeah. It's
Interesting.
not an exclusive deal, but they've signed a deal to basically create movies together.
Oh, okay, nice.
That's nice.
People say that Warner Brothers is bankrupt. I don't think they're going bankrupt, but if they don't fucking start making money, they could potentially, because they've got a shitload of debt. Either way, I don't think A&T would let him go under. I think A&T would still keep him afloat.
Who?
The big major shareholder, A&T still owns 10% of Warner Bros. Discovery.
Oh yeah, no, they definitely would not let Warner Bros.
No, of course they're not. Like they've got 10% stake in it, right? If it comes that to it, they'll provide it with a loan or capital or something like that.
Pretty much.
They've still got deals. I'm pretty sure they've still got deals with AT&T and that with the streaming thing. I do feel like there's going to be mergers in that though that are coming soon. So what else is there we can dive into?
Well, you sent in a video where or Men versus Women Survival. It didn't go well for the strong, independent women.
No, they lost. They lost. Faith didn't like it.
Faith didn't like it?
No, I said that she didn't like the response. Basically saying that women are expected to stay in the kitchen and dry. Basically saying that they were never taught survival skills.
What did she say?
That was about it. Basically, it was. I thought it was funny, but I think it's just debated on the woman, and that to be fair.
I would say only there are rare types of women who can actually survive in the wild by themselves, but like most can't.
I don't think the feminist lesbians can. I also I don't think female cops are that great. If I'm being honest, I don't think they'd be that useful in a situation.
Female cops?
No, I don't think they would.
I'll be honest, bro. If there's gonna be a female cop, bro, you should at least have one man on, standby at least.
Yep.
I'll be honest, because I watched a video where there was this female cop trying to arrest this guy who's harassing a girl, and I'll be honest, the guy was not fazed at all. I was like, where's the man at? Because he would have been at least a little bit pressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like she's the first one who showed up. And I'll be honest, every time when I think of female, I saw this one video on Twitter from Pearl. Like, she reacted to like
things, yeah.
She actually reacted to female cops. And there was a bunch of them. There were no male cops at all. She was like, "Oh no, they're women."
Oh great, that's they'll be useful enough. They'll be useful.
Yeah. It took a lot of them to take one guy down. It was kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie to you, but
that's crazy.
Apparently, our modified DNA makes us patented if we took the vaccine.
What happened?
Apparently, if we took the vaccine, we're practically we're patented. So we're not even human anymore. Apparently,
we're just property then.
Apparently, yes, we took a vaccine.
Goodness me!
But remember, they're feeding vaccines through the freaking food. So, yeah.
So either way, we still would be property.
So any of you guys heard of Enoch Powell?
Elon Powell?
Enoch Powell.
No.
Very good, very old conservative. Basically talked about the fact that basically the blight immigration would have in the future. And basically he was right about everything. He was called apparently an anti-Semite. He was basically called a racist for basically wanting immigrants to not come to this country and have checked immigration. He wasn't against having immigration, but he wanted it to be strictly monitored. And apparently that was illegal to them back then. Even if you think about it, even Margaret Thatcher was concerned about immigration and giving the EU more power.
Wow.
Major Nikki Haley donor accidentally reveals live on air Democrats are the ones behind big money push for Haley, and a number of it coming from Democrats.
Oh wow.
The silence is real.
Ah,
Well, it's something.
pansexual is trending. I'll be honest. Where did pansexual come from?
Can't be from Pans for sure.
Yeah, because I'll be honest, I heard the first time I ever heard about pansexual was in high school.
Alex Jones apparently saying that Iran is sucking us into a war. I think America's sucking America and Britain into a war.
Oh, really?
America and Britain. Yeah, the whole thing with Yemen. Can you hear that?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah, poor Yemen.
There's this video. Yeah, I found this video of NATO basically Libya's Muammar Gaddafi. Basically, NATO's expanding towards Russia to reach the gas and oil, coal and iron, gold mines owned by Russia. The Russian officials have spoken to me about this. It's very clear to us. You must be vigilant, whether I'm alive or not. If NATO comes after me, this speech is now recorded. If NATO came to Libya, we could all be martyred. We must treat an attack on one Arab nation as an attack against all of us. Don't be like the US, which is now killing itself, like the Soviet Union did, by spreading money on military fleets, bribes, dark money, and secret monopolies. The day will come that the US will collapse. A couple of years later, the governor, the prime minister of Libya got murdered. You guys still there?
Yeah, I'm still there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still here too.
Basically, he's warning that he knew for a fact. I think he was saying that he knew that NATO was coming for him. NATO was coming after Russia, right? And they didn't. And yeah, basically, they wanted to loot Libya for its oil and gold reserves.
The silence is real.
Goes right back to Hitler's speeches. Anyone ever listen to what he's saying rather than the animated gas? Basically, this guy's saying, actually, have you ever listened to his speeches and not the televised Western version? Basically, I don't think it's going to end well.
Nothing ever ends well. I don't really expect anything to end well nowadays, man. You know,
Yeah.
I'll be honest. When is it going to end right? When is it going to end right?
Fuck. Elon just posted a clip an hour ago of Optimus folding a shirt. Should we be concerned?
Wait, hold on. A what folding a shirt?
Elon just posted a video of his future sex robot folding a shirt.
What the? Bro, come on, man. Some of us have not been with real girls yet.
If they're already folding shirts, should we be concerned?
A
Like
little
they're
bit.
already doing half the jobs that a woman does.
Bro, half the people on the earth has not even been with a real girl yet or touched a woman. And they're gonna, and like as soon as they see these robots, they're gonna be like, "Oh
This
man."
guy said, "My mum would have already taken its place and said, too slow. I'll do it. I always have to do everything around here."
That's mad.
I mean, I'll be honest, man. I mean, it would be the robot would make a good maid. That's it.
Yeah, that's all there is to it.
Yeah, it would make a good maid in case, like, we don't want to do anything, but that's about it.
Today's kids will look back at this like I look back at Apple, like computers and Atari 2600. This is the dawn of the age, right? We're already seeing robots that can basically replace us. If they're able to do this job, how long will it be until these things are able to fucking put stock on the fucking shop floors?
Would you be able to have? I'll be honest. Would you actually be able to have relations with a robot?
I think that's Elon's plan.
Oh no, bro, come on, man! A robot?
I told you about this anime, Eric. About this anime, basically, where this civilization basically chucked all its men and women and daughters, sold them into slavery, and basically ordered a bunch of these to pay for these sex robots, right? And then slowly slowly those men in those countries fell.
Oh yeah, what's the anime called?
I can't remember the name of the anime, but fuck. It was dystopian as fuck.
You know what's crazy? I saw like this one anime too, where like pretty much technology took over the world. And like
There's
everybody,
this other one that basically this other one that basically had a robot, two robots, was a robotic company, right? But it was a defense contractor, right? And had a bunch of insiders basically allow the robots to go rogue and kill people, basically in that. And they were still selling those robots to the defense contractors and making money. So they basically created a never-ending conflict to profit off of it. Now, why would they shove this stuff on TV, Eric?
they're telling us what's gonna come.
Yep.
But
Yep.
no one is gonna pay attention.
Nope, because they're too dumb. They don't realize it.
Because here's the thing, bro. Even the elitists have morals. They feel like they have to tell us what's gonna come next before they do it. Because as evil as they are, they have a conscience. They're like, oh man, I'm gonna feel so a little guilty if I don't at least tell the people what's gonna happen.
I feel like they're trying to take Oprah Winfrey down.
Oprah Winfrey.
Yes, apparently she's getting done for sex charges.
Wow. Huh. I'm so shocked. I'm not that shocked. But she's getting down to like, bro. I mean, she's probably the
Dr. Vladimir Zelenko on the elite, transhumanism, agenda to live forever, digital surveillance under the skin, manufacture a global COVID, transition the world to a surveillance state.
Oh, that's the word I'm looking for. Half of these celebrities are scapegoats, man. Like, they're just scapegoats.
If you control the food, you control the people. That's ultimately the end goal. All around the world, unelected globalist bodies like the WEF and UN are waging war against farmers in an attempt to seize control of the global food supply on the banner of UN Agenda 2030. What do you guys know about Yuval Harari?
Absolutely nothing.
He's Klaus Schwab's second-hand right-hand man. He's a scumbag, and he's Jewish.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Yes. I even posted, I'll tell you what I posted last night about this scumbag. I wanted to post that he's the reason why Hitler came after the Jews. But I didn't want to post that because I thought, if I do that, I might get done. Or they might come after me.
Wait, hold on. Voice actress Tara Strong is currently under fire for expressing support for AI-generated art.
Why would you be supportive of that? It's going to fucking take jobs away from innocent people.
Including yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Have you seen the fucking laws that they did for gaming? Right?
Yeah.
Practically, that basically limits the voice acting industry.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro.
What happens when they don't need actors in that because they can use they can actually artificially create clips.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. For a voice actor to be supporting that, it's kind of weird. But hey, she still.
I'm also a shot in the foot.
I will say this though, she looks good. That's all I gotta say. But
there's that clip I had last night about Ari that Hawari guy. What's that clip? Oh yeah, this is what I said. Fuck this Israel scumbag. The thing this scumbag wants to do to humanity, he and his ilk are not human. Evil people like him give Jews a bad name, and they're not real Jews. They're Zionists.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro.
I want to say he's the reason why the Jews were hunted.
Here's the thing: people who claim to be Jewish and are doing deceitful things, they do give all Jews a bad name.
They do.
Yeah.
And the thing is, though, these types of people, right? They're the reason why Hitler was going after them, because he knew there were, and I'm going to blatantly honest with you. There's a reason. There was an ethical reason to go after some of these people back in the WW2. I'm not saying he was right for going after all of them, but there were some Jews back then that were very powerful. They controlled the central banks. You didn't know that information because it wasn't public.
Yeah.
And quite honestly, we didn't have as much information as we do now. And the
That's
reason,
true.
even there's a bunch of politicians in Britain that were not 100% confident that we should have went to war in WW2, simply just because a small minority was feeling threatened. Like Israel, they're the whole reason why WW2 started, just because they felt a little bit threatened. And these people controlled half the wealth. It's been well documented that the Jews have controlled central banks for decades, if not long since the time of Napoleon or before. The 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th century, they've controlled the Jews have controlled central banks. The Bank of England was the first central bank, wasn't it? Was it somewhere else?
Wait, Trump was wearing a white hat that says Trump Caucus Captain.
Yeah, there was something with the Iowa caucus where they need to vote or something like that.
Huh. It's kind of weird seeing Trump wearing a white hat, bro. I'm going to be honest.
Is he? I can't tell if he's trying to do the surrender thingy.
It's kind of weird. It's just weird seeing him wearing a white hat.
I think they're trying. We can't hold up, but I think Klaus Schwab's feeling threatened that there's too many people that are awake.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's too many calling him out on the shit for being a criminal.
I mean,
we can't hold up.
I mean, hey man, Klaus Schwab's man. He's like, I'm getting exposed for liking. He's just getting exposed for being a sick person. That's it. And you know his old heart probably cannot.
The thing is, though, that nobody talks about it, but supposedly 40 million people. I found this video here, right? John Paul Rice, former producer of the Hunger Games, basically exposed the whole Epstein shit. Ray Maxwell, known publicly, were a global network of pedophiles who were selling children back and forth to each other. The mainstream media, Hollywood, the royal family, the Vatican are all implicated in human trafficking. In Hollywood, there are hidden layers, and when the Me Too movement started in 2017, he reached out to prominent actresses and he asked, "What about children?" They all said, "We know, we know, we know, we know." Edge.org was a multi-billionaire club financed by Jeffrey Epstein, contributed members Bill Gates, Marina Abramovich, the demon cooking girl, heads of major industries. They raped and tortured these girls. They sacrificed these children. They harvested the organs of children. They murdered these children for pleasure. They own all politicians and their unified cabal. Pizzagate Kids America Club. Look at Pedogate 2020 or Out of Shadows to see how disgusting these people are. I worked in Hollywood for 20 years and I saw shit nobody should see. When you see celebrities like Britney Spears, Amanda Bynes, or any of these pop stars have meltdowns, it's not because of fame or pressured. It's because they're sexually abused and handed over around like a bit of candy. Would you say that's true?
Yeah, sounds pretty accurate.
They have a pipeline of children going from Haiti all the way to the Vatican on boats. You will not believe the level of satanic crap. The satanic shit goes in Hollywood, goes into the music industry with Baphmut and the pentagrams. Our love for our kids is greater than all the horrors they have ever done. They know we come from a creator. That's why they do these things to children, because it's the closest thing to God on this earth. Child trafficking, ritual sex abuse, MK Ultra are a single worldwide operation run by the US, UK, AUS, and Secret Services. Okay. Interesting. Just makes you feel sorry. Apparently 40 million people were, and that's just the synopsis. It was like a 30-minute video or something like that. It's an interesting video.
Okay.
So what else do you want to dive into?
What else is there?
Well,
Leipzig, Germany protest for people unite and chant all together against fascism. Will be interested in how Klaus Schwab in the globalist Davos plan to rebuild this trust. Ooh. When have a protest really changed everything?
The last revolutionary protest that I remember is Martin Luther King. But that's
He wasn't even alive then.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm here.
I don't know why.
You hear me?
I don't know why. I don't know why I was
hear
talking.
you.
Okay.
I don't know why I was talking in that voice like I was alive back then. Probably Malcolm X too, but I don't know much about Malcolm X. All I know is the only thing I really know about Malcolm X is the fact is that he converted to Islam in jail, I believe.
On the day of the WEF conference in Davos, globalists will be getting a very powerful message. Leave the farmers alone and stop the unwanted attacks on farmers globally, or fight back will escalate. The people have the power and they are fighting back. Actually, it could sell the end of Schwab and his globalist WEF cult. British should join in as well. America should join in. Fuck them. Fuck these globalist scumbags.
Does Klaus Schwab have any like children?
Yes.
Of course he does.
Boy or girl, or both?
Rumors that he's a part that Greta Thunberg is actually related to him.
I have not heard about Greta Thunberg in a while. How is she?
Same old, I guess.
Okay, let me get a picture of her.
Okay.
As always, she's always all over the place, protesting something. Well, anywhere but the China.
Why is Musk following Greta Thunberg?
I don't know.
I don't
What?
know.
Why is Musk following this shit?
I guess he thinks she's attractive. I don't know, but yeah. Hey, I don't know.
Dang.
They always strike in fucking pussy countries that won't do shit, right? But if they tried this shit in fucking if they tried that shit in the likes of fucking China and Russia, she'd get fucking hung. Not
dang.
hung, but she'd be punished.
Raise your hand if you think Greta Thunberg is just a puppet.
Me.
Why?
Of course she's a fucking puppet. If you don't believe that she's not a puppet, then you're deluded. She's a puppet.
Yeah, that was a tweet from like 2019 too. That someone made. Huh. Let me see her Twitter. What is she doing? Still protesting the same things. And yeah.
Why do the feds always get involved?
Climate Strike Week 281. Fridays for Future. Climate Strike.
How did Olaf Scholz push Germany from a leading economy into Europe into a recession for 2 years for 2 years in a row? He wants to fill Ukraine with weapons by cutting subsidies to farmers. So what else is there?
So rest in peace to Gonzalo Liras Jr., who was
that guy was murdered. That guy was murdered by the Ukraine government.
Yeah.
Simply for opposing their fucking tyrannical rule.
Yeah.
I've heard rumors. Did I tell you about this? I saw videos and evidence of a video of this French guy basically showing proof of like Ukrainian kids being sex trafficked to rich, very rich, powerful men in France, UK, and all these countries. Basically, all these people kids that parents had died in Ukraine, right? They're basically taken into foster care, basically put into sex rings. Apparently, there's some Do you think there's like Arabs being held hostage in China, basically used for organ harvesting in China or testing? Because apparently there is, supposedly.
I could believe. Yeah, that sounds believable. Yes, I could. At this point, I can believe that. I can believe anything. That's like sick. Well, not anything, but But at this point, it doesn't sound far from the truth. What do you think, Risk? Do you believe it?
What about what?
What you said.
Who knows?
Honestly.
Obama 2.0.
Who's Obama 2.0?
Vivek Washwami, who's part of the WEF.
Oh, yeah. Obama 2.0. Oh yeah, right. Because he's appealing to the people, but in reality, he ain't gonna do much, and he's potentially
Trump's not
possibly.
going to do much either. If we're being honest, but I'd take him over anybody. At least I know he'll fucking.
And then Vivek is gonna be exposed as like either a homosexual or Vivek not even being his real name. Let's be honest.
Probably not his real name. Probably something else.
Well, actually, no. The way he looks, I can kind of believe that Vivek.
Why would we? Don't no offense, but him being Indian, right, or being Indian descent, right, isn't that a national security risk for us, for America?
Oh, I think it is actually.
Yeah, if him being Indian race, right? Or
is he from India?
as much as he says, he's ethnic. I came to this country, right?
Wait,
let's be real here. There are 4 or 5 generations of British people that were born in the British Raj, Indian Raj, right? The British Raj, right? We didn't fool ourselves, and they all came back because they knew for a fucking fact that deep down, they were never going to be Indian. So they came back to Britain. Yet all these people say, when they come to this country, they feel like they're British. Are you fuck? You can be born here. Even then, you're still not going to be British. You didn't come. You were. I might have came here and immigrated. My parents might have immigrated. I was born here. Are you British? No.
I mean,
you have to actually be born here, and you've actually had to live here for pretty much. Parents probably had to live here for about at least 10, 20 generations, right? I would even ethnically class you as British, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
Like, you have to be here for families have had to be there for over years, right? I don't think you could ethnically say, I'm American, right? Not really. To all these people that came here, right? Came to America, right? I don't think you could ethically say that, right? Yes, you might have the same respect as us in the law, but in the eyes of the fucking public, that's the only thing that really bloody matters, ain't it? They'll never truly be recognized.
That's true.
Nope. But
I mean, hey, but Vivek, I don't really know what to say.
He's never going to truly be recognized by the American public. Well, he might be recognized with some people, but the progressives and the left. But
I would say Obama was more recognized, to be honest with you, and
he wasn't even American.
I know.
He was a CIA asset. And then the left will say, and he was one of the great presidents ever, even though he wasn't even American.
But hey,
and he didn't even legally win.
His wife was beautiful, though.
I watched a live stream about basically talking about how Vivek is basically can't be trusted. The thing is, none of these politicians can be trusted. They're all snakes. They're all snake oil salesmen. Even Trump to an extent. But I take Trump over any of the other guys because I actually want to see America get better, and I actually want to see some of these politicians like Biden get shoved in prison. I think it's been plainly obvious that Biden's going to get freaking taken out of the race. He's going to pardon his son, pardon his family, and then he's going to hand over the reins to someone else and say, "I'm too young, I'm too old," and just hand it to someone else. Who do you think it's going to be? How funny do you think it will be if Michelle Obama makes a run for it?
No.
It'll either be Michelle Obama, and we'll have Gavin Newsom run as a running mate.
No.
That's what's going to happen.
I don't want Michelle to run.
Neither do I. But the Democrats want a stooge. Obama's want a stooge that they can control. And Obama's a guy that they can control, so.
Yo, imagine if Michelle made Obama her running mate. Now that would be funny.
Yeah.
Is that even possible?
I don't know.
Possibly. It'd be like 2008 all over again.
President run as a VP.
If you know, you know.
It'd make history.
Obama's the first former president to be a VP.
of America. Yeah, they all love their firsts.
Well, me and Mike, we're gonna make America
Great
America
again.
great.
I'm going to
Exactly.
let my beautiful wife Michelle take the reins. Will I be her debutante as a VIP as the vice president? Would the public accept that?
They probably would.
I don't think the Republicans would, but
They would not.
do you think the Democrats would accept him?
That probably not. I don't know. You don't really know. It's hard knowing with the Democrats now. Some of them are aware, some of them aren't. It's hard to really.
I think there's a lot more self-aware that are voting for Trump this year than they think. I think the black vote has started systemically started to vote, think with their own minds, with their own self-interest at heart, rather than the interest of interest or toe in the party line, which thank God is a good thing.
Yeah.
Like fuck if you, fuck, who knows? It doesn't look good for Britain. Does not look good for America or Britain. To be fair, we'll be under a bunch of socialists.
You know,
And if you guys don't,
I would like to believe that with any president, America has a chance of healing.
the thing is, though, presidents don't really have any power. It's controlled by the senior executive branch.
Exactly.
And they have no power, really, realistically. They're nobody. They can. All it takes is for a big company like Tesla or Amazon to threaten to leave this country if they don't get their own way.
Exactly, which is
They've
why I'm
got
not.
so much trade dependent on America. America's so dependent on these companies, right? Well,
Which is why.
they'll bend the fucking knee.
Which is why I'm not putting no faith in these guys, because
Nope.
they're not going to fix anything.
The only way for the American people to unite. I think it would be funny if they were to literally send a message by having every single American vote Republican. Because such a majority, it made them not be able to recover for decades. But they'll never do that though, because they're so racially divided. That's the only thing I think would stop them if they were to be voted. Democrats would be voted out of every single state and legislature.
I wish, sometimes I do wish that I can just be simple, but at the same
Sometimes
time,
I wish I didn't know as much as I knew.
me too.
Me too.
I know there's a reason why we know this, though.
We know this stuff because we're supposed to guide people.
Exactly.
At least that's what I believe.
I believe that's
So
what
how's the podcast been growing? Have you been growing in numbers, or has it been declining? Or
It's actually been growing steadily, consistently, and somehow much better than the last few months.
okay, is that because we've
opinion.
got us in it, or
Well, yeah, there's been episodes with you guys in it, but there's other episodes, later episodes, that have been steadying a bit.
maybe we should start prioritizing growing this into a massive podcast where we can talk about conservative topics and try and save America, save the West. Who knows?
Yeah.
I can't see any good future for Disney.
I can't see any good future for America.
I can't see any good future for Britain.
I can't see a good future for anyone.
Fucking under the fucking socialists. George Orwell's 1984 fucking warned us. Enoch Powell warned
no one
us.
listened.
But did the British public listen?
No, they did not.
Enoch Powell warned us.
They'll never know until it's too late.
Theresa May, though Margaret Thatcher warned us as well about the power of giving the EU too much power. Did we listen? No.
Because we want to live our lives and do our own thing.
No, we wanted to be fucking conquered by a fucking unelected state. I refuse to admit that the British public, the thing is though, there are massive protests about Enoch Powell being dismissed from cabinet positions, for his cabinet position, because the British people, they respected Enoch. They wanted him for president, for prime minister. It's just that he was kicked out of office, and he was kind of like, Powell is kind of like our Nigel Farage, right? Except maybe a little bit more stoic. And actually more looking white, to be fair. The state of London, man, is a mess. It's not even London.
Everything is a mess.
Back in the 1930s, 1940s, right? There wasn't people getting mugged. There wasn't people getting fucking shot. There wasn't
People
all these
living
people
their
dying.
lives.
Yeah, they were just living like ordinary people.
Look, man.
It all happened when fucking we let in fucking foreigners.
Especially if they haven't been passing through regular checks and conditions for them to even enter legally and live the country legally.
This country was better when it was completely white. Most normally, but maybe not always. But it was a lot better than when it was before. Like the state of London is a shithole.
Was London really mostly white back then?
Mostly, yes.
Yeah.
Don't believe everything the BBC tells you. Don't believe everything they tell you because they'll lie. There was some, Eric. There was some, but it was nowhere near the majority it is right. It is now. It's 10% of the population. It was like maybe.
I would say
5?
Yeah, I was just about to say that too. There's probably like 5%.
5% now. Now they're like 20% of the population, and we're like maybe 40%.
Oh.
And
Wow.
now it's coming to the point where Muslims are becoming like a very big majority in the UK.
Huh? Really? They are.
Maybe not in Scotland, but they are becoming a big majority in London. You can see it. The city of London, right? There were people praying outside the buildings.
They pray outside the buildings? Muslims? I thought they did.
Protesting that, but...
Oh, okay, got you.
Protests have been doing that, right?
Oh, okay, so
it also doesn't help the fact that you've got one of them... Scotland's got one of them as our Prime Minister, even if we didn't vote him in.
Even though we didn't vote him in.
We didn't vote him in. We didn't get a fucking say. They installed him. I'm not joking. They installed him. I didn't vote that codger in. I would have went with a fucking other person. The white woman, the white pregnant woman. I would have heard her. I would have preferred her. She at least had some fucking common sense. This guy, he doesn't represent Scotland. He's some fucking immigrant that came here. How does he even understand the actual? How is he going to be able? How is this foreigner going to be able to fucking lead a country that's predominantly white?
What's his ethnicity?
Muslim.
Sunak's
Indian.
Wait, hold on. Isn't being Muslim just like a religion? I don't think Muslim is necessarily a race.
No, Arab.
Oh, Arab.
Arabic, right? Well,
okay, he's Arabic. Okay, got you.
Not Arabic, but I think he's definitely is. I think he's definitely might be Indian, but I don't know. But he's definitely that.
Like his religion is religion is.
Yeah, religion's Muslim. Yeah, it's Islam or something else.
Let's just call him Muslim. It's just easier.
Yeah, it's easier. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got me wrong. And we're gonna get wiped out anyway because I don't care. I'm actually glad that SNP is gonna get kicked out of office. The next thing, but Conservatives getting kicked out as well. If things don't change, Conservatives gonna get kicked out of the office, out of the private parliament. Here. You there?
Yeah, I'm still there.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sweet.
So they're just letting foreigners just rule over you guys, huh?
We don't have any say. Like Eric, we don't really have a say. Like we're a monarchy. Like as much as they want to say that the prime minister has power, they fucking have nothing. They have some rules, right? They have power, but then they have fuck all power. Realistically, right? We're under a monarchy, right? The British public are that naive. They don't understand the amount of power that fucking royal family has. It has a lot more power than the public will ever know. They have the power to fucking suspend parliament. They have the power to fucking suspend elections. They have the power to basically she can do. She doesn't have the driver license. She doesn't need a license. She basically couldn't break all the laws if she wanted to. And there's nothing. Nobody's the public's that her shit. The people that she's got in power. People the crown's got in power. They can basically rule over us like fucking iron like turfs, basically.
I'll be honest, bro. I want an RV. I just want an RV. I just want to get away from all of this, bro. I want an RV or a mobile home of some sort.
So,
because it's like, you know, this is just complicated. I'd rather just live on the road, like, you know, find like, you know, an abandoned place and just call that home.
Yeah.
With a nice RV. With a nice RV.
Nice.
I mean, I'm probably still gonna get a house. The RV is probably just gonna be a backup just in case but
yep.
Desperate times call for desperate measures.
Exactly. I should probably get my license first, but you know.
Yep.
It's about time anyways. I'm 21, so I should get a license.
Where you live, you're probably not going to need a car, to be fair, but
New York.
Yeah, oh, yeah. New York. At least if you're not in the central city bit, then yeah, you're probably not going to need one. But
you're probably right. But like, you know, with a car,
yeah, it's definitely handy.
It's handy. Plus, it's faster in case the trains are down. So, anything else?
That's about it.
What's this? LCB, stand with the T or sit. The fuck down.
What is that? But why is pansexual on the top of my trending list? Wait, Obama 2.0. Oh yeah, you said Vivek, right? That's even trending too. Wow. Is Obama 2.0? Is Obama 2.0? He couldn't even find a different script writer. Wait, so he copied what Obama said, word for word?
That's a joke, really, from what I've heard.
Did you all know this George Soros' brother, right? Did you all know this is George Soros' brother, right? Did you know that in 2011, Ramaswamy was awarded a postgraduate fellowship by Paul and Daisy Soros, Fellowship for New Americas, to use to attend Yale Law School? Whenever they get these awards, they are bought and paid for. Do you remember when George Bush rewarded Liz Crokin? Do you remember when George Soros bought Taylor Swift's catalog? This is the same thing. They end up doing the bidding for these powerful brokers to work against American people. It counts, which is during election season. Vivek is saying he is against all these banks selling e.g., but these are the same banks instead invested in his companies. V. Ramaswamy vocally opposed ESG principles. Rovient, major institutional investor, including Morgan Stanley, Viking Global, and BlackRock, the very firm he criticizes by name, are among its largest stakeholders, owning over 500 million shares. Ramaswamy himself holds more than 80 million shares, making him an essential partner of these major ESG funds. End quota.
Oh.
Candace Owens talking about how smart he is just gives him a chance to do what? Undo everything Donald Trump has done to uproot the corruption in banking, government, and trade. Did you all forget he wanted to revive the CCP trade deal? People do not understand the gravity of this. We cannot afford none of these people to come before or after Donald Trump. I do not want them near any presidential office.
Someone called Vivek the Trojan horse.
He is a Trojan horse.
Like, yeah, they said he was also taught by Obama too, which he probably was.
He's funded by Soros' brother.
Oh wow. Okay, Nikki is
and
Hillary.
He's gotten rewards from the Soros Foundation.
Wait, so Nikki is Hillary.
Nikki Haley is funded by the weapon industrial complex.
Yeah.
She's funded by Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, and what was it?
A woman called her Nikki Hillary 2.0. Vivek is Obama 2.0. DeSantis is Bush 2.0.
Yeah, they're all fucking Trump. They're all fucking conformist state affiliate media. All vying for fucking thingy. Oh. One of them's probably being represented by Skull and Bones.
So, whichever one gets they wouldn't mind whichever one gets in either way.
Yeah, as long as one of those three gets in, they're fine.
Which none of them are.
Trump is the only one that is not one that they don't like. Trump is the only one that literally got in. And he's being funded by people that outside, he's being funded by BlackRock as well, don't get me wrong, but he's being played, he's a shall we say, a loose egg. Someone that, yes, we're funding him, but we're not 100% comfortable with him being back in office because we're scared. BA&E Systems is probably BA&E Systems is probably funding Nikki Haley as well. And don't get me wrong, there are big shareholders, big people funding Trump, right? Hyatt Group CEO of Hyatt. Who else? Yeah. Meet Maya Talman, a man pretending to be a woman who's pilot and runs newly formed DEI committee for United. He sent a letter to employees. Maybe it's not CEO, it's some type of diversity hire. He sent a letter to employees about how excited he is to incorporate DEI into United. Pray United is focused on safety just as much as they're focused on diversity. Letting someone with an obvious mental illness fly a plane with hundreds of people on board, that is just crazy.
Wow.
I'm guessing Bill Gates' daughter.
Bill Gates' daughter. Bill, how is Billy? How is Billy Gates? How is Bill? Big Bill. Dollar bill. All right, now I'm done.
Wait. Now that's interesting.
What is?
What if Greta Thunberg was secretly Bill Gates' love child?
Huh. That is interesting.
I'll send a post in.
Cool.
You think he would
There's
be?
a picture of his supposedly.
Oh wow. Many have said that it's Greta Thunberg's mom. Who? Who's Greta? This woman?
Supposedly, yeah, that's next to Biden, next to Bill. Supposedly, he had an affair with this woman.
Is her last name Thunberg?
Don't know it's her last name, but maybe Thunberg is a stage name.
You know what? Actually, yeah, maybe you're right.
Milo Antonova is a Russian bridge player who reportedly met Gates in 2010. The two had an affair when Gates was still married to Melinda Gates. Not only is Bill a fucking pedo-ish creep, he had an affair with someone that looks like she could be like underage.
Oh wow!
Imagine if this woman was underage at the time.
You know,
she does look pretty young.
She does. At this point, I'm not.
Is she 15? She looks 15.
I'll be honest. In this photo above, though, she looks a little bit older. But yeah, in the photo above, like below, she does look fit. She looks younger, but I wouldn't be surprised if, like, you know, she was underage. I really wouldn't at that point. I just wouldn't.
Jeffrey Epstein found out about this affair and used it as leverage against Bill Gates. How much do you think? What a bet that he probably set it up. Set him up having sex with a minor and that, right? And then using that as bait to control him.
I'll be honest, bro. Do you think that they're blackmailed into like having sex with these minors?
Yes.
Just like a gun.
Can I be honest with you? I don't know if all of them. I think there are ones that are willing, but I do question.
Yeah, obviously there are some that are willing, and there are some that probably got blackmailed with gunpoint. Be like, you better do this, so we can have blackmail on you. Or they threaten to do something.
My guess is that they are kinda, and this is what I'm gonna say. I think my guess is that maybe some of these guys were lured onto this island as a holiday, lured onto this island, right? And then they get a picture of this guy with a young minor, right? And a conflicting thing, and it makes it questionable. And then I feel like they sometimes get some of these guys as blackmail.
Yeah. The conflicting thing, really. They probably don't
fucking mentally ill trans kid says he wanted to beat up a kid for calling him trans.
Wait, but is he trans?
He's wearing an outfit that makes him look like he's wearing fucking big massive highlights that make him look like a fucking weirdo.
Then why are you getting mad?
Because apparently he got mad that this guy called him trans because maybe he was self-conscious about it.
But
and then basically said we keep seeing more and more of it. Basically, they're basically trying to get these little trans kids to get active and get violent, right? And they're going to do that because they want to blame these people and say, "Oh, these guys are things." Nikki's strategy: get Never Trumpers and Democrats to vote for her, and if she's unsuccessful, they'll just vote for Biden. With Haley supporters say they would vote for Biden over Trump. Iowa poll, The Hill. So basically, they use Nikki Haley's not even a Democrat, not a Republican. She's a Democrat.
Oh wow!
If all her voters are Biden stands, right then. Why is Candace Owens simping for fucking Vivek?
I have no idea, bro.
Neither do I.
Ain't you married, Candace? Isn't Candace married to a Jewish guy?
No, I mean, she's married to a Jewish guy. Is she?
Yeah, no, she is. I believe I heard that he was Jewish.
Now that makes a lot of sense. Why is it that all these Jewish people have wifed up people heavy in media in business?
I don't know.
I've had the suspicion, right, guys? Like, what if secretly Jews have converted women right there to be spies for the masses against men for decades?
I know Candace. You know?
What if they actually were able to? What if the Jews were able to convince these women to be spies and that against men for decades? Secret. What would be the funny? What if these people were actually? What if most women, modern day women, right? What if they're spies? What if most women have been converted to be spies, right, for the government, right?
I think that's a bit far fetched, but it's also so far fetched that it could be true. At this point, I mean, hey. I wouldn't knock that to be true, though, to be false, because it might be true. Who knows? Most modern day women might be spies for the government. But then again, would they really be that? Would most of them really be clever enough to do that? Probably. I mean, probably.
What if they were trained? What if most of these women were? I'm not saying all of them, but all these high class women, right? All these women that were born into modern very rich, powerful families, right?
Oh yeah. No.
What if they were trained to be spies?
That makes more sense. That makes more sense. That's actually.
Why else do you think they marry off their daughters into royal families, monarchies? Prostitutes gather in Davos for annual meeting for global elites so they can get shagged and make a pretty penny.
Would you question a family if they offered you up a virgin?
Yes, I would. Would you? I question I question everything, Eric.
I'd probably ask.
Let me say this, right? You know like Jamie, you remember the whole post office scandal? Right now, it's been over
Oh
in the
yeah, I've
media,
heard
right?
about that.
I heard this fucking wifey basically shedding her little story on the radio, right? Trying to get sympathy, right? I was in the radio with my mother, in the car with my mother, and I said to her, "Look, what's the angle here? What are they trying to do? What are they trying to distract from?" And she said, "Oh, I'm a heartless bastard." I said, "There's no angle." She said, "There's no angle. There's always an angle, mother. There's always an angle. What are they trying to do? Are they try?" And I basically laid out to her, I think they're trying to distract from the whole thing with Epstein, because they're trying to calm down the whole shit with like Epstein and like the fact with like Andrew, right?
Yeah.
They're trying to distract from that, right? I think that's all. I'm asking, why, of all of a sudden, why would you release this? Why would this fake documentary has been for so long, right? Why would you release that?
Why now?
Yeah, why now? Exactly.
Why not a few years ago when it was in its prime?
Yeah, exactly. Something that happened like fucking 10, 20 years ago. Why now?
Everything is a distraction.
Yes, it is. That's when you, if you know that much, then yes, it is.
Vivek is a distraction. Vivek, like, literally all of these politicians.
Zelensky has asked Switzerland to organize a high-level peace conference. So it's going to end up exactly the same place with 700,000 people dead. The ones calling for peace early were called Putin puppets. Oh, is this true?
What happened?
What's going on?
What?
What happened?
I think Zelensky's going to call a truce and basically admit defeat.
Well, it's about time.
Yeah,
I'm sick and tired of people dying in the battlefield.
Let
It's about
that
time.
country fall. It was going to fall anyway.
I'll be honest. Do they actually literally wave white flags in battle sometimes?
I don't think they do that anymore. They also don't have they actually don't have actual prime ministers or kings actually going to battle. The last one was World War I and World War II. Actually, no, World War I. Do you think we'll ever see King Charles? Do you think we'll ever see a prime minister actually fight in battle with his men?
No.
Well, maybe not unless it's a American Revolution, which it seems like they're actually pushing. If Ukraine surrenders, then what happens? Do you think they're going to try and murder? Do you think they're going to try? Do you think What do you think NATO's?
Oh wait, what'd you say? Say it again.
Ukraine can't win, so their killing will stop when Kiev surrenders. But Kiev is now capturing their female civilians and sending them to the front to be slaughtered, even if they're pregnant.
Oh wow, that is terrible.
What?
Even when they're pregnant?
If that is true, then they're fucking criminals.
They are. Inexcusable. But I'm not surprised, bro. They're very sick people.
Just awful.
Yeah. So, anything? I'll be honest. What's been going on with you guys? What have you guys found out? Like, how have you guys been?
Not much. Well, it'll be interesting to see what happens with Zelensky.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's gonna be very interesting to see what happens with all these people.
Especially if they're surrendering.
Yeah. I mean, it's about time, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they weren't winning. I don't think so, right?
Joe Biden's war in Ukraine is alleged to be designed to cover up illegal news, deep state operation bioweapons research facilities, organ harvesting, sexual exploitation. Okay, I think we'll end it here. It's been fun.
Yeah.
You still here?